Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Propagandacast with me, Imperial Dane. A few news first, though. I have managed my first 100 subscribers, so big thanks to all of you, my handsome and intelligent viewers, with an exquisite taste in videocasts. And I have also gotten a whole bunch of submitted replays, so if you don't see your replay right up in the next few days, don't worry. I've just got a bunch and I'll have to go through them and of course cast them and all that, so that's going to take a few days. And I've also gotten a new microphone, since I figured I might want something a bit more practical, since the old one required me to hold it in one hand, which I also do believe had my voice level jumping a bit throughout the times, as I sort of forgot I was holding it during some of the excitement. Anyhow, on to the match itself. We have another submission by General Dodimir. A 2 versus 2 on rails and metals. And back for another go is Ptah. Hopefully he'll stick around for a bit now and not run away at first sight. In the opposite end, as the Germans, we have BigBadBru as the Panzer Elite Panzergrenadiers, 1057th Panzergrenadier Regiment, and we have the Wehrmacht 352nd Grenadier Regiment elements going up against Able and Baker Company of 1st Infantry Division. Let's see how this goes, shall we? Right, there we go. Barracks going up for General Dodimir. In Ptah space we see another barracks going up. Some excitement from the two allied commanders. Schwimmwagen rushing out for the victory point, covering the main road, which is one of the strategic features. Of course, we have the hotspot here in the center. So far nothing going on. It doesn't look like the Allies will be trying to rush for this building with any machine guns. We have a pioneer team securing out as well. Wehrmacht quarters up for ECevan, who is the Wehrmacht commander, and we have panzergrenadiers from BigBadBru securing territory. And mind you, panzergrenadiers aren't really the best at securing territory unless they have an upgrade. We see an engineer squad moving out, probably to secure that fuel point. Either that or they would have tried to blockade that building by securing themselves in it, thus preventing any hostile machine guns from securing it. Riflemen out from Dodimir. And we see another rifleman team from Ptah on the field as well. And numerous German troops approaching the center. Panzergrenadiers and Volksgrenadiers moving along. Certainly going to be a bit nasty if the Allies are caught in that. But they are more busy securing territory, so no worries from that at the moment. Riflemen spreading out. So far it's mostly and we have the first skirmish Schwimmwagen being caught out in the open by the riflemen, dashing away in the amphibious car, as that was what the Schwimmwagen was. Besides that, it also worked as a jeep and was equipped quite often for mostly reconnaissance regiments and such, which again fits in with the situation of the Panzer Elite, as they are based on a reconnaissance company of panzergrenadiers. But panzergrenadiers as well opening fire. Gewehr 43 upgrade going up. Riflemen as well capping, though thus not getting full power. Engineers closing up, and engineers can do damage to panzergrenadiers from close up. Panzergrenadiers really should consider pulling back before they are lost. And panzergrenadier makes it out barely alive, and another team holding the rear guard now standing out in the open. A bad idea. Further heavy fighting in the west. Engineers trying to continually knock out the Schwimmwagen, which does not have any luck today, as it keeps ending up in different firefights. Further fighting as the riflemen are under fire from numerous angles, but further another team is reinforcing, and a machine gun team is opening fire. Another panzergrenadier team in dire trouble and wiped out. High losses for the panzergrenadier commanders so far. And another panzergrenadier team pinned down inside the building under heavy fire from all sides. And we see a Kampfgruppe company going up from BigBadBru. Going to be interesting what he's going to do with that. And we see that the medium munitions point is being secured with an observation post, increasing the munition supplied. Riflemen attacking the machine gun from behind, causing heavy losses and forcing a retreat, while the Volksgrenadiers, 2 only left, are trying to discourage the riflemen, who are now finding themselves under further heavy fire and now deeply wounded.
We're losing a
Riflemen going
point.
down and forced to retreat under heavy fire as another and another go down, leaving only 1 rifleman who is cut down by a Volksgrenadier who had snuck all the way around. Shot right in the stomach. Which leaves the entire small farmhouse with trench completely open to any further movement from the Germans, but nothing so far. Mines going down in the central point, a good idea, since any vehicles that will move through here will suffer heavy damage. And we see probably a panzergrenadier. Yes, indeed. No surprises there, I'm afraid. Going for a armored car rush. We see the engineers securing the central victory point. Volksgrenadiers moving in to keep their heads down, not really managing to discourage them though. Schwembagen moving ahead again and finding itself faced with a flamethrower this time once more. No luck for the driver of that vehicle. And we see Dodimir lining up for an assault rifleman, and we have infantry company for him, since he can lay down mines. And the current situation is a bit mixed. Only Dodimir has any proper field front presence. And although looks like Ptah is moving ahead some riflemen, and he only has 2 rifleman teams at the moment. Dodimir has gone for weapon support, and we can see as he has a sniper on the field down south. So most likely we'll see that Ptah in his base will be going for a supply yard. Yes, indeed. Meaning that he will be the one going for vehicles and anti-tank guns right away. Dual panzergrenadier teams moving ahead, seeking cover. Large American presence now holding the area. And we get a report of something being done, but I'm not sure what. Armored car moving in, opening fire. Assault rifles going up for the panzergrenadiers, and the riflemen are suffering heavy casualties. Engineers moving ahead as well, trying to do something but being annihilated in the process. No bursting of the tank. Sniper sneaking ahead, and 1 Volksgrenadier is down, although going to be careful. Armored cars can currently still spot snipers, but with the patch that will be no longer the case. And hitting the mine and setting it off, killing the sniper in the process. A rather fortunate turn of events for the Germans, although for the Americans it was pretty unfortunate and sad. Schwembagen moving ahead again, securing territory. Volksgrenadiers also on the move, and we see a Pak 38 going up. And so far the American presence seems a lot diminished. Another sniper from Dodimir. And BAR's going up for his rifleman. And we see a second armored car for the panzergrenadiers ready to provide heavy fire support. And we see also as well assault grenadiers, which are basically slightly more expensive panzergrenadiers, but they get the MP44 assault rifles for free. Armored car finding itself in a bit of trouble as it runs right into a hornet's nest of riflemen and engineers, although now they are running right into it. And BAR riflemen flanking in from the west, causing a full rout on the German troops, who cannot hope to provide enough firepower to keep them all back. And the armored car is also rushing it back at full speed, both opening up with their armored autocannons, raking down numerous riflemen and crashing into the victory point as it takes too much BAR fire, as armored cars do not have a lot of armor meaning light machine gun fire and rifle fire can do some damage. And now anti-tank gun opening fire on the armored car, dodging the shells and overpowering the engine, hoping to flank and possibly knock out the anti-tank gun. But now a full route going up. Machine gun moving in to secure the center and prevent any surge of American infantry. And currently the Germans are holding all 3 victory points. But let's go have a look what Ptah is up to. Airborne, meaning, and he's going for airborne infantry, and he's probably going to strafing runs as well, since they are currently quite effective against panzergrenadiers. Machine gun in the building, although now suffering fire damage and sniper fire as well. Probably time to get out, and we see a medic, probably from up here. Pack covering the southern approach. Another armored car moving ahead. Dual armored cars, and the Schwimmwagen hiding somewhere.
We have 300
Driver
points left.
probably not awfully keen on doing anything. So let's see what BigBadBru is up to. No doctrine chosen, increased squad sizes, and he has gone for defensive operations as well, allowing his men to heal at his base and near any forward barracks he may set up. And for ECevan we see Blitzkrieg. Pack opening fire on the armored car. 2 shots cloaked, although in the next patch only 1 shot cloaked. So keep that in mind. And we see the American sniper skulking around behind, and the American riflemen from Ptah, who have secured some veterancy, taking fire from the armored car. And currently ECevan is quite undermanned, having spent some resources on veterancy, now gaining tougher Volksgrenadiers and elite armor for stormtroopers, which are hiding here. Panzer Shrek in hand. Schwimmwagen moving ahead again, despite the possible danger from American infantry. And 2 snipers from Dodimir, a quite lethal combination against panzergrenadier teams,
Now have assault capability.
as unless they have been increased squad sizes, 2 shots will practically wipe out squad, leaving only 1 behind, meaning any other shots will with some luck knock it out, even if retreating. Certainly hard to deal with if you have nothing to actually spot it with, in particular during next patch. Volksgrenadiers and stormtroopers attacking the western point, but mines are impeding movement. And now Dodimir is moving ahead with BAR rifles, causing a lot of damage, but MP40 Volksgrenadiers doing a lot of damage as well. Veterancy going up. And we see assault grenades going out from the stormtroopers. Not really what I'd recommend. Volksgrenadiers being a better choice, since they can actually throw more, since you get a certain number of assault grenades per squad member, and so Volksgrenadiers are the best delivery method for assault grenades, since they have 5 members. Slight skirmishing on the west. No anti-tank assets from BigBadBru. A bad movement, since a good rule of thumb is in any team game is to provide your own anti-tank assets. You can't always count on your ally to be able to have the presence of mind and time to pull out any anti-tank assets, in particular if he has to rely on packs himself. So always keep some anti-tank for your